Hello, everyone.
Hey, Tim.
I'm just going to take attendance here. The meeting room is packed. Standing room only. No, actually, I'm the only one here. So if you hear an echo, stand by.
Echo, echo, echo.
Yep. Come on in, Doc. Seating's limited, though. I have your agendas. Dr. McHugh just walked in. I just told people the room is packed.
Crowded place here.
Yeah.
Standing room.
And how many people are actually there, Tim?
Total of 2.
Two people now.
Unless there's
Dr. McHugh just walked in.
Oh, fantastic.
Don, I don't have a clock in here. I'm not sure if it's approaching 2 o'clock or not, but if you want to take it away, feel free, and I'll take attendance while you start.
All right, one more minute to go, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Yes.
I sent you a text saying that I wasn't gonna make the meeting, but I'm available right now, but I'm like next one up, so I can get called out any minute. If you still want me to take the minutes, I can.
I'll take them, Jay, in case you get called out.
是在背书吗？你想把它背下来，看快一点，它就装对了。对，看太过仔细，你就会有很多的 question。
The generator room.
I know one was brought to my attention the other day by JP, so we can definitely look at some stuff.
Hey, guys, if you could, mute yourselves till we kick off.
Everybody, you guys can mute, please. Thank you. All right, guys, well, why don't we get started? Welcome everybody back again. Can we have approval of last time's minutes?
Don, this is Bob. I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Bob. Anybody want a second?
Second.
Okay, I'm not sure who that was. Well, we have a second, so that's good. Anybody against? All right, excellent, thank you. All right, so let's moving along. Just so you guys know, at the last CMAC meeting, it was again discussed and passed that we will have a method of protocol updates, and unless there's an emergent concern, protocols will only be updated once a year, and it would come out somewhere around January. Protocols are being worked on all the time. The protocol committee has a meeting coming up again soon, and obviously we're adding new things, but they will not come out until they're approved, and that would be probably in January of this year. DOH mask update. All I can say is it's very confusing. I did send Ryan a question. The answer basically is what the CDC says, as best as I can make out. That is, masks are optional but recommended. I personally wear a mask whenever I go and see a patient with any respiratory concerns. That probably should be what everybody else does in the back of a small box, which is our ambulances. We've been surprised at times where we don't think somebody has COVID and it's still out there. We're still seeing it. So you could certainly end up being exposed. And from time to time, we're having providers who are out because they are COVID positive. Anybody have any questions or concerns on that? I think I saw Mary Ramo there. Mary, I don't know if you had anything from DOH. 'Cause I thought I saw her there for a while, but then,
No, Don, everyone is confused by the policy, but I think you summarized it pretty well.
okay, thank you. Thank you. Any other questions or concerns on that? Dave Markowitz, you kind of showed up there for a second. Okay. ED wait times. How is everybody doing with ED wait times now? Was a silent group today, Tim?
I can speak to the ED wait times as far as the research I do on a monthly basis. Right now, all the hospitals in the area are meeting the 80% of calls offloaded in less than 40 minutes, with the exception of Albany Med and St. Peter's, which are in the mid-70s. So they have definitely increased significantly over the last couple of months. There's still some opportunity to improve, but there's been significant improvement.
Thank you, Dean. I do want to mention, unfortunately, Dean will be leaving the EMS coordinator position at St. Peter's, not because he wanted to leave. Basically, that position was unfortunately eliminated by the higher ups at St. Peter's. Dean, I don't know if you want to comment on that at all.
Andy,
so-
you hear this?
All the so the EMS coordinator position has been eliminated. At this point, I'm still going to represent St. Peter's at the meetings, and I'm working through exactly what that's going to look like for St. Peter's and internally. I am no longer an employee of the hospital right now. They're looking at transitioning me into another role, and there's lots of moving parts there, so I don't really have any good answers. However, I am still bringing information back to St. Peter's. I am also helping them through their Pulsera issues and those types of things. So it's very much a work in progress still.
Okay, great, Dean. I'm glad that you're staying on in some role, however they eventually define that role, but I'm glad you're staying. I was sad to see them eliminate that. It didn't make a whole lot of sense, but that is what oftentimes happens. All right, next, CMAC and SEMSCO. A lot of you guys go to the meetings. We're looking for people to join committees. There are a whole bunch of committees out there, and we'd like folks to get on there. If you have a specific committee that you want to get on, you can contact me. I'll be more than happy to give you the chair's email address, and you can get on there, or you can go to DOH on the boardable site and end up getting the information there. But you guys come to the meetings. If you're not on any of the, CMAC or SEMSCO, you can still join the committees and make a big difference. I know Jay was going to join the legislative committee. I don't know, Jay, did that happen? You're muted there, Jay.
Yeah, so I have not joined that yet. Still at the time we were got a lot of irons in the fire. Still interested, so hopefully.
You guys can join if you desire, and hopefully you will. All right, Mike, I believe you wanted to talk about a few things. Are you there?
I am, Don. I'm actually heading out to Remo now to participate in the meetings from there. But the two things that I wanted to bring up to this group, the first is blood. Blood has been quite a challenge for us since Deb Funk was engaged in trying to get more critical care across the state many years ago, and it still remains a problem. But we continue to work on some blood regulations that will impact the air medical providers, and will only impact the air medical providers based on the way the laws are written. There is also right now legislative effort to bring blood to ground ambulance providers. The language within that bill is very specific to requiring nurses. So we're beginning to work to see if we can transition that to allow paramedic providers to initiate transfusions for critical patients as well. So we'll keep you posted on how that proceeds. And certainly that's something where there's a lot of opportunity. In relation to that, I was just out in San Antonio and Austin and had a chance to see both of their blood programs. And their blood programs are very different for two programs that are about an hour and a half apart, and demonstrate what happens when smart people organically develop their own programs without really working together. But both of those programs are very successful. They're transfusing low titer O positive blood to presumed hypovolemic patients. They're seeing decreased shock index. They anticipate better outcomes, but it's hard to truly tease out the data that far. And there's excellent programs that I think could provide some benefit, most likely on a county by county basis throughout our region, if we're ever placed in a position that we can regulatorily get something off the ground. So that was point number one, Don. If I just roll straight into point number two, which is pre-hospital buprenorphine. I also saw that in Austin and San Antonio. And those programs are also extremely successful. And again, those are also held up by legislative and regulatory hurdles in New York. And that one, because of the governor's budget, Part S not passing in entirety, I don't see that there's going to be an easy solution for us to do pre-hospital buprenorphine, which is unfortunate because I think it was a fantastic opportunity for us to really help a disenfranchised portion of our population. So that's a bit of a shame. If there's any questions, I'm more than happy to take.
Anybody have any questions for Mike? Yeah, Mike, thanks for continuing to work on that. I think there's if I'm not mistaken, there's a DOH blood meeting coming up shortly. It's on the calendar. Okay. Anybody have any other questions there? Okay, moving along, regional training courses. Bob from Hudson Valley, anything?
We do have an EMT refresher starting June 26th, and be looking to start our 2 EMT courses in the fall at the end of August, and our paramedic or 2 paramedic originals in the fall as well. Probably also have a paramedic refresher at some point later in the fall, probably October.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Okay, Jonathan, or I don't see him on here. Anybody from Cobleskill, quite frankly. Just kind of looking through again, have a number of people signed in. But I don't see anybody from Cobleskill. Tim, anything from Remo?
Oh, the only one we have right now I have listed there, it's an EMT original. We're hosting it up in Queensbury. It starts next week on the 13th. We are working on EMT fast track, quote, boot camp type EMT class. DOH threw those out a year or so ago as a pilot. They've authorized course sponsors to hold one per year now. And we're looking for one maybe late summer, early fall, not sure yet.
Okay, thanks, Tim. Okay, items from the floor. Does anybody have anything they want to bring up to the committee? Most of you are probably going to be attending the next committee meeting anyway, I suspect.
Hey, Tim, this is Newton. Just give me a heads up when you find that out, okay? Because we're in the process for your boot camp. We're in the process of, we're going to end up hiring some guys again, and that might be a good plug-in. We might be able to give you some bodies for that. So
We'll do, Dave.
thanks.
Hey, anybody have anything else from the floor? You guys are a quiet group today. All right, just remind everybody then, the next meeting is until September. There's no July or August meeting, so the next one will be in September. I will see you guys, I guess, at 3 o'clock. If nobody has anything else. We have a motion to close the meeting.
Actually, Don, if I may, the only other thing I'm gonna just bring in real quick is trauma triage guidelines. You'll see some training that will be coming out on the trauma triage guidelines. Quite frankly, in our region, I don't see that this is going to change our destination hospitals at all. But there is some education released in most likely September about that, and just make sure you're taking a look at them and seeing how you think they will pertain to our care in this region. And if there's anything that you feel should be brought into the educational program specific for us, bring it forward. You can do it through Tim to the Regional Trauma Advisory Committee, so we can make sure that we're training our people appropriately. But frankly, I don't think it's going to change anything.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I don't think locally it's going to make any difference. All right, guys, motion to close the meeting. Give you back 45 minutes until the next one.
So moved.
Thanks, Sam.
Plenty of time for people to come and join us.
Hey, I guess Rob seconded it, and we'll see you guys shortly.
See you, folks.
All right, thanks, everyone.